One of the things I think a lot of people noticed last night about the debate, if you watched it, it was a little bit more civil than Kamala and Donald and previous debates we've seen. It was not as, I guess, divisive, if you want to use that word, not as electric, not as fragmented, crazy on left, crazy on right. These guys seem to get along. Now, let's not lose sight the fact that Tim Walz is still a radical lefty and J.D. Vance, much more polished last night, but they shook hands a couple of times. They actually complimented each other on some things. I could actually agree with that. I could actually agree with you on that one, too. So it was kind of pleasant to watch, and the points were made were really well done by J.D. Vance, I thought. And I think, according to some polling numbers this morning, that, J.D. Vance did win the debate, but Walz, brought up some decent points as well. But with that said, when you start discussing this in the workplace, it's almost as taboo as bringing it up at the Thanksgiving dinner table. Maya Ratcliff joins us now as a workplace culture expert and also a CEO. Maya, welcome back in. Thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So is this discussion now really taboo and should be left alone when it comes to the workplace? Or is it okay to have these discussions? But it seems that younger people, more and more, if their boss doesn't align with their beliefs, they're ready to walk and quit.
Absolutely. We're seeing that across the country. I believe that if you have the ability to discuss something that you differ on and be polite to one another, that's one thing. But what we're seeing is enraged young people that are furious with their bosses and leadership for not having the same political views, willing to actually walk out of their jobs if the views differ at all.
Well, do they want to be aligned with their bosses? Is that a deal breaker? Is that something that, people are now discussing in job interviews? I mean, it can't be to that point, right?
Well, it depends on the person. So some people come into a job interview, and I've experienced this myself, very outspoken about everything that they believe, and there's no room for anybody else's opinion. So with the younger people, what we're seeing is that there is no lenience where nobody else is allowed to have a different opinion. With an older generation, we respected each other enough to understand that differing opinions are good. And so that's just one of the things that we're seeing in the workplace right now.
So is it causing friction to the point where people are, just quitting their jobs over these differences? And what's your suggestion if you're brought in to help somebody out and they're a small business, and go, look, I got good workers here, but every time this comes up, should I just go ahead and put the clamps down on this and make it, not allowed anymore?
Great question. So yes, people are quitting. Now, it is mostly the younger generation who are unwilling to bend on their views.
Democrats. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's okay. In my company, we have a no drama policy, and that means anything that stirs some sort of heated debate, whether it's religion or politics or animal rights, we just have a no drama zone. And that is our company policy. And everybody at our company respects that policy.
Yeah. The no drama policy, I'm afraid I'd have to quit on that because, my gosh, who doesn't love good drama? No, I'm kidding. So has it worked out well for your place?
Absolutely. We don't discuss anything. We have an excellent company culture. We all respect each other. And mind you, we have people as young as 22 working for us, and I happen to be the senior at 52 years old. So it has worked really well for us.
So when a topic comes up, do people look at each other and go, you know the deal here? Or do they say, do they get into a nice conversation and just bounce off of it and move along?
They pretty much say, don't forget it's a no drama zone. And so we just stay away from topics that could light fires. And if they want to talk about it with a friend or coworker after work, that's really up to them. But during work hours, we stick to the no drama rule.
All right. So if you heard the words, you're sitting at your desk, you're talking to another employee, the door's open, and you hear but you don't see the word Donald Trump, do you get up from your desk and walk out there to see what the heck's going on?
Well, I absolutely would. We really don't run into that, but I tell you, I'd walk out there and say, hey guys, remember, no drama zone. You can't just say no politics, no religion, no this, no that, but you can make a no drama policy, and it kind of covers everything.
Yeah, you're right about that. All right, good idea. Thank you so much, Maya. Good to chat with you again. It's Maya Ratcliff,